Okay, I'm live, y'all. Hello, good evening to all of my witches out there. We're going to start off with some Joni Mitchell. Give you guys time to get in here. And welcome to the channel. Hit that subscribe button, thumbs up.
Just before our love got lost, you said, I am as constant in the northern star. And I said, constantly in the darkness, where's that at? If you want me, I'll be in the bar. On the back of a cartoon coaster, in a blue TV screen light, I drew a map of Canada, oh Canada, with your face sketched on it twice. Oh, you're in my blood like holy wine. You taste so bitter and so sweet. Oh, I drink a case of you, darling, and I would still be on my feet. Oh, I would still be on my feet. I live in a box of cakes. I'm frightened by the devil, and I'm drawn to those ones that ain't afraid. I remember that time you told me, you said, love is touching souls. Surely touch mine, part of you pours out of me, and it's right from time to time. Oh, you remember that is so dear and so sweet. Oh, I could drink a case of you. Still be alive, I will still be on my feet. I met a woman, she had a mouth like yours, she knew your life, she knew your doubts and your deeds, and she said, go to him, stay with him if you can, but be prepared to bleed. Oh, God, you are in my blood, you're my holy wine, you're so bitter. So sweet, oh, I could drink a case of you. Still at your my feet, I would still be on my feet.
These are nice. Hello, good evening, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed my song there. I have a little one over here who has been getting contacted by aliens, so he's probably going to be. Okay, well, you get off of the get off of the couch, honey, or are you going up to your room?
No.
Oh, you're gonna stay down here, Joy. Hold on, y'all. Okay, guys, good evening. So there's a lot to say. That's why my throat starts getting all, and I start doing that. Yeah.
No.
Because there's a lot to say.
No.
Hold on, guys. I'm so sorry. Give me a second. Sorry, guys. Jacob, I don't know what the deal is tonight with him, so you'll probably hear him kind of randomly, kind of bothering me.
Stop.
Oh, and his game. He can't get that game to play, can he? Oh, so I guess it's the end of the world, huh? Okay. Boys, okay? You gotta love them. I've got two of them. God knows that I love them. So I want to talk to you guys about the matriarch and how the matriarchy is just as evil and demonic as the patriarchy. So the patriarchy says, do as I say, no matter what. Oh, I'm never going to change. It doesn't matter. Unbendable rules, very rigid. The same thing is the same for the matriarch. So the matriarch also says and wants that same power and control over everybody. So I wanted to come and make this very clear because last night I was speaking about the patriarchy and I got a little too emotional because I want to say this to you guys. I am your sister. I am not your captor. I don't tell you what to do. I don't interfere in your love life and in your personal affairs unless you ask me to. The matriarch creates, hey sister, good evening. Hold on, guys, hold on. The matriarch creates the same type of system. And so the patriarch will say, hey, I don't want you doing that. And the matriarch thinks that it can do the same thing. So the matriarchy and the patriarchy are the same. As a witch, as a person on this earth, do I have a label for myself? Would I ever say that I'm a matriarchal woman? Hell no. Hell no. And I'm not the matriarch of my family either because I have a divine masculine energy that is omnipresent. And I don't mind it because it makes me feel safe and secure, orgasmic, and happy. So you have people out there, including women, that will try to dictate to you what you're supposed to be doing with your life. Now, the patriarchy wants to control the woman's vagina and the uterus, but so does the matriarchy. Okay, now if you notice, I am not judgmental. I'm helpful, but I'm not judgmental. There are a lot of judgmental people out here in this world. And I deal with it all the time. I don't talk about it. I don't talk about the work that I have to do because of, witches on YouTube. I have to do, and some of them will try to act like they're higher than a witch, and you're not, you're doing witchcraft. And you've been trying to hide it, but you've been doing witchcraft, so trust me. You got to be careful with being judgmental because you don't know the future. A psychic can tell the future. Okay, I can tell the future. I can also change the future at the same time. So it was some weirdness that was going on. Ooh, I was extra tapped in. I saw some shit going down and I stopped it before it ever even happened. As a woman, that's what we do. But when other women try to act worse than the patriarchy, this is a problem. The Mother Earth, Gaia, the divine feminine, does not like that either. She doesn't allow that. That's why it's been raining today. I had to go out and do a rain cleanse today because of women. We've talked about the men doing work, but let's talk about women that will randomly do work on you. You've never met them. You don't know them, but they can do work on you, and you can feel it slightly. You be like, what in the exact hell? Women will do that, especially your mom. Now, usually it's your mom or either your father. But we're not talking about the father today. Today is Moon Day. We're talking about the woman. So many of y'all are having issues with women right now fucking with you because they feel that they have the right to dictate. They are no different than patriarchal men. In fact, some of them are men dressed as women. So they're no different. Only you have the right to control your vagina and your uterus, not another woman. In fact, it was another woman that invented eugenics. We all know the mother of eugenics. It was a woman. Or either it was somebody that was in. And see, all of these things, abortion, eugenics, all of those things are so a demon can be fed so that he can feed off of the flesh, bone, and spirit of you and your children. And there are some matriarchal women that are a problem when it comes to that. For example, if they get their heart broken, they become bitter. All of a sudden, they become pussy pirates or pussy, leaders, pussy police. That's what I call them. They want to control who you are with. And what they'll try to do is they'll try to make it seem like it's the person that you're with, and you're like, no, that person kind of, brings things to me, gifts, flowers, candy, love, kisses. You're trying to do something. So women will do that to you. So y'all better look at what they are doing. Okay, don't let the matriarch slip by because and see those energies have nothing to do with Hecate or the divine feminine or the divine feminine created the divine masculine. So why would we hate them? So these are men hating women. They'll lie and they'll say, oh, I love men, but then they'll go. And that's the reason why they all talking on the phone, on the three-way conversation, talking about your love and your sex life. In the meanwhile, cobwebs, ravens, and demons have started to form barnacles on their vaginas. And they don't understand why. They got to go into the hospital and, get treatments and surgeries because of what they have done to other women. You should never mess with another woman's sexual energy. Anybody that does that to you will get dealt with because you think that you have intelligence, but you don't because you're running and you know exactly. I'm not going to call your name. I'm not. It's not nobody in my coven, not nobody that I love or talk to every day. It's another person that you guys wouldn't even think. So spirit will handle that. You running around here doing fucked up magic on people because you don't agree. Creating problems for people when all you're doing is upsetting the balance, and Mother Earth hates that. So you are not working for Mother Earth. In fact, you're a fraud. Now, if this heifer ever puts anything, because I already sent it back to her, heifer, okay, crazy witch. If this heifer sends me some shit again, I will expose her and her shit will be over because she's barely hanging on by a fucking thread anyway. Okay? Trust me, you are no match for me. I am the mother of the fucking universe and I see what you've been doing. Okay? The reason why the divine feminine even created the divine masculine was for her protection. And they go out with other people and they mate with people of other races or other cultures. The energy that I'm getting from this person is actually very incestuous and weird. Because you know I will blow it all out. I am no joke. And I have stood alone while dealing with several different covens, not just several different women. So I managed several different covens. And I've been doing it since I was a baby. That's why I am a fucking self-proclaimed high priestess. You wouldn't know me unless you walked in my shoes, so you can't judge me. Okay? Now, I was going to do a haul video, but I felt it was important to come and let you women know, especially when it comes to you guys working with some of these spiritualists out here. You'll go to them for a simple argument with your husband, and the next thing you know, you and him getting divorced. He done left, got himself a side hoe. Now, also the matriarchy and the patriarchy has a foundation in false masculinity. False masculinity. So this is what produces that heavy, sort of lesbian vibe, but it's not a lesbian because there are women that are genuinely attracted to other women. These are just women that want to control other women. They want to do harm to them. Okay, and we know exactly when you're doing your rituals. I am a high priestess of Hecate, and Hecate is God. She is the embodiment of heaven and earth and hell. Now, Kali Ma is as well. Okay, but they just call her Kali Ma. Okay, so, you got to understand that you don't. This is the reason why, and see, patriarchy does it too. Other men try to control other men. And that's why they are at war, and women are also at war with each other. The matriarch is at a war. That's the reason why you guys come to me and say, hey, Jamila, my mom is a witch and she's been casting spells on me and my husband. And we're not getting along. In fact, he's not spending any time with me. Matter of fact, Jamila, I'm having money problems too. That's not a real matriarch. That's not really God that would do that. God would not punish you and say, oh, by the way, guys, I can't be here that long. I got to go in here and make this meatloaf for dinner. I'm making meatloaf. So I don't have a lot of time to speak on this, so I won't be here that long, because I got shit to do. I got to get my house cleaned up. And see, the matriarch and the patriarch both work for the same demon, the interdimensionals. Yes, they are aliens. Yes, those people do know what they're doing, and they are consciously aware of what they are doing. Okay, so and then they're very judgmental. They'll call you stupid, desperate, dumb, but in reality, you are a woman. You are a person that was born to love and to have compassion. Okay, patriarchy and matriarchy do not belong on this fucking planet. If there were not for patriarchy, there would not need to be matriarchy. So both of them are bullshit. Now, I'm not going to come on here and say these women, and these single mothers, I still feel the same way about patriarchal men, obviously. And you can tell which ones it is, but the peep game on the matriarchal woman. She is no different than a patriarchal man. She wants to control the woman. She's dumb to try to control another woman's sexual energy. Okay? And what it'll do is it'll tell half truths and then come back and apologize. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. If you're gonna be a witch, you cannot do shit just because, thank you guys. Just because you're emotional, you got to stop being so emotional and stop basing the way you treat other people based upon your traumas. You get triggered and then you go and you do things that you have no business doing to other people. You try to control and manipulate a person. And it's time for us to clean house. That's why the skies opened up today. I went out there and had a rain bath earlier. Of course, I wasn't butt naked. I'm not in the woods. Y'all can chat if y'all want. Y'all don't have to be afraid to chat. I know some of y'all women running around here that y'all want to have a baby. Y'all want to get some sex. You're horny as hell. You got cobwebs growing on the cooch. And most of y'all have a tendency to blame your ex or another man, but you better look at the closest matriarchal woman in your life and what she is doing. And she is worse. She is worse than a patriarchal male. She's worse. She's bitter. She's evil. She's hateful. She's mad. She's spiteful. She's vengeful. She's not healing anybody, not even herself. She's a fraud. That's why I came in here earlier today and tried to say I was evil. Honey, let me tell you something, sis. And when I say sis, I don't mean my sisters. Let me tell you something, heifer. I came to this world to find love and to make the world my fucking oyster. And I'm not going to let a man or a woman control my life, my heart, and my vagina. You have women out there that want to control your vagina, and they think they have the right to do it because they have vaginas too. No, you don't. So this is where I end up in a tug of war between, and the matriarch is no different from the patriarch, because it'll be a woman that'll be trying to literally govern over your vagina as another woman. And yes, they will cast spells, but they don't like it when those spells go back to them. They don't like that shit. Hold on, y'all. Here's what I want to tell y'all. A lot of times, see, Jamila keep it all the way real. Because y'all know what it is. Y'all do know what it is. I tell y'all all the time, I keep it real. I will check the divine masculines as well as the divine feminines on this planet. I don't hold one above the other. I think both are equally as important. I think that most of y'all, Venus is being fucked with right now at this moment. So your relationships and your finances are being fucked with by people that want to control you. And it's for whatever reason that they want to control you. Because see, guys, listen, me and my sisters, we help each other through any kind of blockages. But many of y'all that are out there, and guess what you'll do? You'll go to these churches, you'll get married. Nobody's perfect. You'll go there instead of to Jamila to get married. And then 6 months later, you and your husband lost your fucking job. Y'all fighting and arguing, ready to kill each other. Why do y'all think that happens? Why do y'all think that happens sometimes? And why, for the rest of your life, you're literally in limbo from that moment because you haven't figured that out, what could have happened. And you're not paying attention. So women will do that, you know, especially when you got yourself a witch. Some of them are full of shit and they'll try to make it seem like, oh, I'm from the intergalactic Star Rangers. You're a witch. And you ain't special. You ain't no different from no other evil, diabolical male. Women actually cause more heartache to other women than men do. These are facts, because what they'll do is they'll do spells and they'll feed potions to your man is what they'll do. And when you know, y'all know that when we in love, we in love. We ain't gonna give that love up ever. We'd rather die than give that love up. So I'm here to tell you, don't go into this winter with that shit. Because it's going to be a cold winter. It's going to be real cold this winter, is what Spirit told me. That it's going to be fucking record temperatures over here in Georgia. I'll be sitting right in front of this fireplace burning my wood like what I'm doing right now. Okay, and I'll probably even have my sisters over a couple of times this winter, and we'll be doing those solstices, you know, or if you guys can't make it down, you know what I'm saying, we'll just do a cyber ritual together. Y'all better get up out of that. Y'all spending the whole summer where you should be trying to find your lovers and your twin flames. You should be trying to find that. Instead, you guys are up in an uproar in a war. You're going to be contacting me this winter to do love work for you. And you're going to be, this is the time when you're supposed to be working on that, but instead they keep you distracted. Who cares about all of that? Get right with your spirits, do what you're instructed to do. Do your cleanses, take your baths, do your boils on the stove, clean your house, sage, wash your floors. Okay? Cook with rosemary and garlic right now. You've got to have garlic right now. Okay? This is what you need to do. Y'all wasting time. Y'all gonna be sitting around this winter. If you think you're lonely now, wait until this winter. You're gonna wish that you would not have allowed other people to push love away from you. Do you understand me? And I'm keeping it real. Everybody makes mistakes, but don't you ever condemn. Don't ever condemn yourself. And see, now the energies and the frequencies is where they're all screwed up. Women want, now I'm not speaking against lesbianism, but people that were never lesbians before all of a sudden are lesbians. Like, really, you're a lesbo? I know you were, and I say that with love, y'all. Okay. Not only do we have women stalking other women, wanting to be lesbians with them, even though they don't have the right equipment. Okay, I'm sorry. Sex between anybody is divine. I guess it could be with a woman and a woman, but with a man and a woman, we all know the deal. And if you don't know, then you don't know. But what we're seeing is fathers wanting to sleep with their daughters. Mothers wanting to sleep with their sons and their daughters. That's why they're bringing it up. That's why everybody want to talk about Easter. You know, all the perverted people, no, ain't nobody changed. You must be thinking about that. That's why you're talking about it. That's not even in our consciousness when we celebrate our Sabbaths. Okay? So stop allowing them to control you. That's what they're doing. And women can be just as controlling. This is the reason why y'all will never see a picture of the man that I'm with. You'll never know him ever. He is a mystery man. You will never know him. But even though they don't know him and can't see him, y'all were still trying to do breakup work. They were trying to punish me because I'm not going without sex. Women. They tried to weave somewhere. Oh, I got it all. I got a Rashmi in the reading and Eight of Swords reversed. They were trying to bind. Well, why would you be binding me? Why would you be binding and collecting my sexual energy? Is what you have to ask. Like if a woman is too far, like if I was sitting on the couch next to a woman and she looked at me and she said, Jamila, is it okay if I shave your vagina? I would say no. Not only that, let me tell you why. First of all, I haven't shaved in months. Okay, that hair is down there for a reason. But I think that that's something provocative that women do, or can you shave me for me? I wouldn't do it. You know why I wouldn't do it? Because that woman is really too far up into my vajayjay. You know what I'm saying? No woman has the right to be all up in your vajayjay either. Can we talk about it? We talked about the men. Let's talk about the women. It's wrong when women do it. And Spirit came through and I said, ain't that a bitch? They said, yes, honey. Spirit came through and this ain't no phone call. I don't have to get phone calls to get a message from my spirits. My spirits be on point all the time. But see, it's called an exorcism for a reason. What are you thinking? Okay. If you have a spiritual gift, you have to exercise that gift. So that's what exorcism, exercise. You have to use your gifts. Okay, and that's what they want you to do. They're not just going to throw it all out there at you. They're going to give you certain symbols and signs. They're going to take you and they're going to show you exactly. Now, if you have a spirit that leads you to Jamila telling you that I done did some shit to you, then it's lying to you because I don't just go around putting shit on folks. I don't do that. And I said something yesterday and I wanted to recant that. Now, I will tell you that there's a huge problem with these men that can give your child nothing spiritually and also try to do harm to you. Okay, so that is important to look at that. But women tend to make other women extremely vulnerable. Okay, so women will do things like that too, and they will lead you to the exact person. Now, if you come to me, you come in for information. Yes, my readings are 100% accurate because Spirit was like, wait, no, they're always accurate. Okay? So here's the thing though, the future can always be changed. If I see something in the future that I don't like, I can change it. Now, these bitter, hateful women out here that hate you for whatever reason, they will factually try to interfere with your personal life. And I'm talking about your finances, your man, your sexual energy. If you're normally a very orgasmic person and, you find yourself having a hard time having an orgasm. And I've noticed this especially since I, came out as a spiritualist on YouTube. Because that's the first thing that they jump on is your sexual energy. And I have a lot of sexual energy. And it's meant to be used via sex. There's certain things that I don't agree with when it comes to other spiritualists' opinion about sex. and especially about sex with men. And lo and behold, as soon as this one dude starts telling people, this has been coming around the bend since last week. This guy made an announcement. She's sleeping with a man, y'all, and all of the crazy, bitter women lit up they goddamn black candles. Oh, man. Now, the reason why I'm just now coming and talking to you guys about this several days later is because I want to inform others. I don't have to talk to you about this shit at all. I am the empress. My uterus is inside of me for a reason. So, women spouted that crap, during the whole feminist march. But the reason why feminism failed is because the women became just as damn patriarchal as the men. And I gotta go, guys, because I believe that I have a reading scheduled. Hold on. For some reason, I did not get a reminder. Give me a second, guys. Oh, yeah, I'm going to call her because I had somebody. Thank you, guys. I actually had somebody scheduled. Oh, thank you for the love and light. You're so sweet. I appreciate that. Okay, hold on, guys. Let me go here. Okay, so, yeah, and I think she may have rescheduled it. Okay, she rescheduled it probably because I missed it. But guys, I'm so sorry. I was actually in the middle of a ritual. So I will text and whenever I do that, guys, I do want to tell you that if I'm ever late for your reading, I'm only late. It's not that you're not going to get it. It's just that I'm just running late because sometimes I have to randomly do these rituals. I had a very important ritual that I had to do that is going to save a bunch of women. There should be no woman ever going to her altar doing work on another woman to ruin anything in her life. Not her marriage, not her uterus, not her children. You think because you are a woman, you have the right to do that. You need to research these dark goddesses and why they learned what they learned. For example, the Baba Yaga. This is a dark goddess that lived her life in torment. And everybody doesn't choose that. Everybody doesn't choose to do things alone. Okay, like I said, there's been an agenda for a while, but it doesn't include those patriarchal men that beat up and decided for 10, 15, 11,000 years to abandon their children and say, I don't know how that kid ate all these years. I was over at a brothel all these years. Yeah, no, that doesn't excuse those men. Okay, but when these women started going through ascension and finding themselves, you guys still tried to stick them to a life of being alone. And that's why a lot of our sisters are having problems in their relationships. Both are connected. You can't connect one without the other. So you folks have been doing this, and they're all silly witches. Very, very silly. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. Most of the witches, have y'all seen Marie Laveau's house? That woman was rich in her lifetime. She was filthy rich. If y'all ever go and see her cottage, they actually have it up here. So what witches have done is they have put other witches in captivity. You think that you're protecting them, but you're not, and you know you're not protecting them. Because if you remember, if you guys saw that movie, The Scarlet Letter, I think I might watch that movie tonight. It's a Monday, and I like movies like that. With Demi Moore, if you remember, you know, the church had threw Demi Moore in jail because they found out she was pregnant, right? They found out she was pregnant. So they put her in jail because she refused to reveal the name of her lover, of the guy that got her pregnant, which was the pastor of the church. So the guy that imprisoned her, or you know what, actually, she had already been in prison. She had been in prison all of her life. It was a woman that created the punishment that she has to walk around with the scarlet letter on her chest so that she could be shamed because she was in love with that man. Okay? They wanted to shame her because she was in love. Okay? So, and that's sad. So the woman was, she was laying in bed with her husband, the two old fuddy-duddies, and she said, well, don't put her in prison. Take the prison to her. Mark her with a scarlet letter. Imagine how horrible that felt. And see, this was back during the old times with this, you know, this movie. This is, and so guys, this is what I want to tell you. You guys are trying to create this reality that doesn't exist so that you can carry out the same damn thing that those interdimensional beings do. They feed off of our sexual energy. Our sexual energy, our passion, our lust, those belong to us, not to them. So women, especially women in the church, that's not to say go out and have sex with everybody that you see. See, they always have this extreme. Not only would you be shamed for going out and being a slut, but you're going to be shamed for just being in love, period. And it is sad, but it's the truth. And I've done way too many readings for people that have had this same exact issue. And it is so sad because I'm going to tell you something. I want you guys to think about how your relationships with people would be right now. How different things would be if your mama, your auntie, your cousins, your daddy, everybody wasn't doing work on you to manipulate. Because in reality, when they do that to us, this is the reason why I came into this world. So the matriarchy and the patriarchy got to fucking go. Because I ain't about to let no woman control me. I will take you to your grave, heifer. Because I would never do that to any of my sisters, ever. You are creating more heart chakra blockages and more coronavirus than the creators of coronavirus. So trust me, I do universal love readings because it's kind of my job to watch that. Y'all energies is all messed up. Right now, you're not even talking about soulmate, twin flame love. You're not talking about anything but love. You're totally wrapped up in the fear of these damn entities that can't do nothing unless you spread their fear, angst, and problems. You're not doing anything conducive on your platforms except for spreading fear with no solution. So the solution is here. It's been here. It's here right now. Okay? You are operating on a hateful and vengeful and spiteful. I don't have any reason to want to get revenge on the male population for the shit that we've been through. How the hell that's gonna help shit? Oh, I want revenge on you. For what? That's the one thing that I never did to any of my ex-lovers was got revenge on them for leaving me. I got revenge on them for fucking trying to manipulate my children and trying to sell them into that same system of stupidity. Mother Earth does not support you in doing that, ladies. You should not be having long-winded discussions about another woman's vagina. Now, need I remind you out the gates that you are neglecting your own while you're doing that? Your daughters haven't even ever got to experience romance or real love because you're at war with the past. You should be ashamed of yourselves. Instead of giving your children an oyster, you gave them hell. That's all you gave them. Hence the movie Bird Box. Okay, now I'm gonna tell y'all something. There's no hatred for no men, not white, black, or whoever. But if you notice in the Bird Box, the black man saved the world in Bird Box because Sandra Bullock was constantly in fear of what was going on. And he had to let her know, hey, you've got to give these children more than just this experience. And then that's when they went. They was able to go on the river and they found a place for them to be where they would be safe and protected. All of it was symbolic, you know, taking a trip on the water, trying to find the silver lining. You've got to stop being judgmental. This is the reason why you haven't went far in life. This is the reason why you were not able to be a psychiatrist. You were not able to be a high priestess. You can't sit here and listen to the things that people tell you about their lives without becoming emotional and reacting. And that's why you can't see the problem, which is why you can't ever come up with the solution. That's why there will always be constant problems when you are in that consciousness. And we're not going to give up everybody and say, oh, everybody's bad. Now, I had my opinions of certain people. Everything is peaceful as far as I'm concerned with that, as far as, you know, and I'm at peace with that. But that doesn't mean that I was condemning every male on this planet that had made a fucking mistake. So look, I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all are barking up the wrong tree. You know what I do all day, every day? I do readings. I do rituals for my clients. The rest of the time, I'm either eating, you know, spending time with Jacob, cooking, you know, or either working on myself or meditating. I am never spending any part of my free time thinking about you, your vagina, what it smells like, what it looks like, or any of that. And then see, that is a person that is where they are supposed to be. If you are a woman and you're doing that, you need help spiritually, because you are nothing but a victim of patriarchy, which you are underneath. That's why women like that will always be underneath and at the bottom. That's why you get mad at women that are very powerful and try to spread rumors about them. Kali Ma, hello. And spirit didn't like it at all. I'm just gonna tell y'all, just to let y'all know. You know, it's certain people that you should keep out of your mouth. I would not look in the face of a god and talk shit, because that person is a god or a goddess for a reason. So whatever it is that you got your problem with them, you know, you're basically projecting your own shit, which is why a lot of people have a tendency to, oh, I'm just going to make up my mind about people that I don't know. Because in reality, you really don't know people unless your ancestors know you. You have to have an ancestor connection or some kind of spiritual connection to even walk into my temple, my house. My spirits have to recognize you. Otherwise, you wouldn't even make it over here. You'd have to have permission. You'd have to have some kind of dominion. Okay, and that's the way that I set up things. See, I'm not a matriarchal woman or a patriarchal woman. I'm neither. Okay, I am just a healer and a witch or whatever you want to call me. But I don't join the bandwagon to any of that. Okay, so if you want to understand what I'm talking about, you have to listen. Matriarch, archeo. Okay, so that is an archon. I'm not a fucking archon at all. I'm more of an angel. So we don't work like that over here. Okay, that's why I'm so successful. People have been running around here. I guess I must be with the Illuminati or something. I don't know what the hell's wrong with people. What's up, Tracy? Yeah, hold on, y'all. So, you know, I don't sign on board. And yesterday I did get a little bit too matriarchal. And I apologize for that because, you know, I'm saying to all women, if, you know, I have women that contact me, they men have done all sorts of things and they like, I love him. I know I can't ever, I love him. And y'all women will judge women like that. But that is the woman. And that's why they don't come to you. That's why they come to me. That's why you really don't have no connection with women because you go totally against women. This is why I'm so popular. Because people know that I don't judge and I don't get involved in their personal relationships in that way. Never, ever. And I've actually seen some of my clients that I've had, they had went to other witches and those witches broke them up from their partner. So I've seen that happen. You can trust me. You can guarantee that Jamila would never do anything like that because I know that then I would be doing you more harm than good. No woman has the right to bind another woman unless they are Okay, if you're bothering me and harassing me, then I have the right from binding you from doing harm to me. That's what a binding is. A binding is not where I'm going to bind this person. I'm not going to let them do nothing. No, you look ridiculous because that person has the right to unbind themselves. Hello. Tracy, I keep telling you that you need a reading. Well, you do need a witch. You need a witch, girl. Anyway, guys, I gotta go. Duty calls. I've got messages I need to return. I just wanted to come and give you guys that very important message. Do not ever let women control you either, because women are just as stupid as men can be. What's up, Jacresa, Juniel? Let me tell you, that is the truth. They can be just as controlling. There's witches out here that make videos and they try to make it. Hold on. You have to be careful who you trust on here. See, the reason why I do well is because I'm very real. I don't mind coming on here crying, cussing. I don't have to fake it. You cleaning? Okay, well, I hope I'm giving you something to clean too. I was doing that for 8 hours yesterday. I'm going to take me a little break. But I'm gonna go in there and hit up that pound cake. I got some pound cake in there, and Saint Expeditus is ready for his pound cake. Okay, he's quite demanding, and he wants strawberries and ice cream on top of it too. So I don't know if anybody ever gave him strawberries with whipped topping on top, but he wants some of that. So we about to go eat that, and then I'm gonna do some other stuff. They hit me with shopping carts when I go out with my husband. What? Well, yeah, hey, I'm gonna tell you something. I have always gotten a lot of hatred from women, but guys, y'all just don't know. I've had a lot of love from women. I've always had a good connection with women, including my own mother. I'm not sure what changed. I think it was just meant to be what happened between me and my mother. I don't need my mother my whole life, okay? And I'm gonna tell y'all something. Me and my mother, we do not get along. But guess what? She definitely raised me to be a survivor. Okay, I will. I'll call you. Women always stop and smile at me. And when I first got down here to Georgia, I would actually have a lot of women just walk up to me and be like, I know you from somewhere. It was really weird. So, but then again, so I don't have that hatred for women. I'm not getting up every morning saying, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? Well, of course, the answer is going to be High Priestess Jamila, because that's self. You should get up in the morning and look in the mirror and say the same thing. You should. All women should feel good about themselves. All of us. And you know what? Part of myself I don't like. I don't like to body shame other women. I celebrate women of all shapes and sizes and heights and all of that. So this is the reason why, for me, I'm not deserving of that, because I don't really feel that way. I don't get up in the morning and go, ooh, I got to have a woman to attack. That is somebody that has a sick problem. And I can feel that way even after 6 years of being attacked by women. And I still love women and men. I was attacked by men too. Still love them. I was attacked by black men. Still love black men. I was attacked by white men. Still love white men. I was attacked by, I guess, Chinese people, I guess. I don't know if I was attacked by them. But I was attacked. Still love them. So, I'm sorry. I just don't hold on to that hatred. I'm not going to hate a whole race of people. That makes no sense, because everybody is different. Every story is different. So no, guys, and it's a never-ending story. It never ends. So there is no ending. There's only new beginnings. Tracy L says she hates cops. See, I don't hate cops. I don't. I know exactly what they are doing. When I look at the police from a spiritual standpoint, I know exactly what is happening. So for me, I think that hate is a wasted emotion. I think it's a waste of energy. You don't have to hate somebody to be protected from them. If anything, hate is going to usher in and open the door to fear and all of that. Now, I don't know if somebody was taking a side jab at me today, because I had mentioned yesterday that I get sunburned. And, that is because I am kind of mixed. And then also, we are not just our parents, we are ourselves. So, yeah, and I will wear sunblock too, because sometimes the sun's rays are a little too powerful, and it will literally cook your skin and turn it into leather. And I still look very young, and I'm not aging at all. So everybody has their own individual things. I don't have to go stand out in the sun for hours per day. Okay. And that's all I'm going to say about that, because I heard the shade today. And you know what's crazy is that when we talk about, I guess, melanin, what are we talking about? Carbon? Man, I'm so damn carbonated and melanated. I have a lot of melanin. My nipples are very dark. The hair that grows on my body is dark, reddish, darkish, reddish. So I'm gonna say this to all of my sisters out there of different shades. I love you no matter what your skin color is, and I don't think any different of you. Look at our people over in Africa that were born albinos. I love albinos. I actually have an albino friend that follows me on YouTube and on Instagram. She's albino, you can tell. We've got so many different people. Yeah, Tracy says she's a light-skinned Mexican. There are bronzer skin. No, no one is better than the other. Okay, so I am sick and tired of people doing that. And for some reason, in the brown community, I guess the pink community, I've got my own community. I'm not going to be a part of y'all bogus systems that y'all know are going to eventually fail and flounder. I'm not going to be a part of that. Okay, I came here to create my own. And I'm not creating a religion. I came to create my own world, and you will never stop that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm a black person, and if I go out and stand in the fucking blazing sun in Georgia, my fucking skin will burn. My forehead will burn, and my cheeks will burn. Does that mean that I'm less of a black person than you? I don't trust that person. The sun burns you? Oh, you're just a white person then. The same ignorance that afflicted our people, our ancestors, and that's why they not on y'all side with that dumb shit. None of our black African ancestors are out here, saying, oh, we got to get revenge on the white people. They're not fucking doing that, man. They will protect you. They will protect you if it's a white person attacking you. But they're not going to, and shit. I am accepting of all people. And you know what? That's why so many different unique people come to me. I get so many, that I've done readings, I've done cleanses on reptilians before. I've done work on different species of beings on this planet. So you got to understand the beings that are on this planet, obviously Mother Earth has no problem with these beings for them to be here. The ones that she doesn't want, they not here. So perhaps if we could just all get along, that would be great. If I go out there, if I go out, even if I go out to do my walk, even when the sun is not that bright, I will put on sunblock because I don't want to get a tan. Otherwise, I'll get tanned. And you know what? I believe that a lot of white people were tanning themselves so that they could fit in with blacks. So it goes both ways. But tanning is not good for their skin. To sit out in the sun for hours and hours, you want to definitely block some of that sun. So that's why they have sunblock in different modes. And I'm not saying that sunblock is the best thing. You don't even have to use sunblock. You can use fucking coconut. I think you can use what's that stuff? Shea butter. Shea butter will protect your skin from the sun. That's why they have it. That's why the people over in Africa, that's why everybody over in Africa is not dark skinned. I don't understand what's wrong with people. So that interdimensional entity that's up there hanging around your Mars attacks, is hanging around your Mars in your house, and it's telling you, you don't look as good as those people. And then you're running around here thinking that you, like, those are you need to deal with your mind. Deal with what's going on in your fucking mind then. Everybody else trying to drink their wine, eat their fucking grapes, and live their life while you running around here screaming and hollering, talking about something we all know what it's really about. Your ancestors didn't want you to come on this earth and waste your time. They like hell. They want you to come here and live your life. They didn't actually send us here for no damn spiritual war. Hold on, y'all. Y'all know how many times I have to remove hexes and curses from y'all relationship because you got somebody that don't know how to mind their own damn business? If you would have just minded your business out the gate, you should have minded your own business. And no other woman has the right to control what you do with your vagina. I said vagina. Anyway, guys, I will see y'all later. I gotta go, actually. We're gonna be doing a group ritual for Lanasa, but we may have to do a group ritual to free us from the clutches of the matriarchy. Because in the patriarchy, there's homosexuality big time, even with people that aren't homosexual. Okay, there's homosexuality in patriarchy. There's the incest and homosexuality, and in the matriarchy, there's also lesbianism and incest in the matriarchy. These are things, and these are the dark aspect. This is what's hanging in the shadow that is messing with you as well. So I'm an expert on that, trust me. And I do have friends and women that love me. They contact me all the time. Most of my clients have been with me for years. Payment arrangements, it depends. Not right now. I'm not doing payment arrangements, Tracy L. But I always have something for everybody. So just go on my Etsy and see what I got on there that might work for you. Okay, I have the Lakshmi wishing well. Remember that, guys. You can actually make a wish with Lakshmi for as little as $25. So you can actually do that either on Etsy or either by Cashapp. You just put Lakshmi wishing well on it, please. If you guys send me things through Cashapp, please make sure that you're labeling it. And then you send me a text message and let me know what your wish is. But yeah, we do grant wishes. Yes, we do. Whatever it is that you're trying to open up, you know what I'm saying? Because spiritual work is very different. You know, me actually going in and because what happens is that when somebody invokes a certain spirit or either spirits, those spirits will come to you to carry out a deed that they have sent them to do. So what I have to do as a medium is I have to go in, tell that spirit to get the hell on, send it back to the sender, punish them, because you have to be punished for doing some of the things that you're doing. And all that fakery and faux fakeness has got to stop. It's got to stop because, you know, now more and more people are going to be exposed. They're actually being exposed right now. They're just covering it up. If you want to see though, they're my so-called exposés, y'all know where to find that crazy shit. But there's some people that are being exposed for attacking women in social media. Why would you be attacking? Why would a woman be attacking another woman in social media? What would be your purpose of doing that? You have no purpose. You haven't found your life purpose, evidently. Okay, so that's just like, okay, let's think about that movie Amityville. Okay, the one where old girl didn't just kill her husband. She actually saved him. Okay, if you were a woman that came to me and you were having problems in your relationship, I'm not going to make up no story talking about, see, your man is a demon and you got to banish him. No, you can't be with him. He's going to ruin your life. That's something that's very contrived. And your spirits, if somebody tells you that your spirit should put a lump in your throat to tell you, why would your spirits lead you to something like that? They would not do that. Okay? So you guys are going to hear the truth over here, even if it may hurt you. Okay? Oh, y'all, it is coming down out there. It's so relaxing, I'm telling you. So, and I think that from both sides, and let's keep it real. You're not just battling with men, you're battling with women. Yes, those patriarchal religions did create it, but you think it wasn't a man and a woman that created a lot of those patriarchal religions? You think that there's not women out there that are sick enough that would sit up there and create some shit like that because they like to see women cry and suffer? I have a real trust issue with a person that's constantly feeding people this negativity and shit, but they are really not coming up with a solution. I have a problem with that. And I especially have an issue with people that tell it from a already failed standpoint. Well, first of all, none of us have failed. Everything that you guys want, you will receive it. You just have to be open and ready yourself to receive it. And when you do receive it, right before you receive it, you're going to know it. Okay? Mm-hmm. Oh, guys, okay, so today I'm supposed to be doing like a little haul video. It's not going to be a haul because I've already taken everything out of the package and everything, but I do have a couple of things that I want to show you. So I'm going to actually do some clearing and eat. I'm going to get me some food, and I also have to do a reading for for a client. So I will be back later to show you guys the new deck that I got. It's actually an oracle deck. It's called the Energy Oracle Cards, and I'm so excited. This deck actually got 5 stars. I am so into my oracle cards these days, guys. I can do a reading with all oracle cards. Now, the tarot cards are definitely very helpful because they help me see certain situations, especially things that could happen in the future. Okay? But I am very excited about these cards. I'm not even going to take them out of the plastic yet. I'm going to wait. So I am super duper excited. And they look like beautiful cards. They really do look very good. Okay, so I'll be back a little bit later, but we had to come and cover this with you guys. That this won't be tolerated either. You interfering with people's relationships randomly that you see in social media. And then also those of you that are attacking mothers, you're no different from when a man does it. It's no different. Okay? And they didn't teach you nothing. They wasn't doing anything that they were even supposed to have been doing. What they did was they fucked with your timeline and then came and said, hey, y'all, they trying to fuck with y'all timeline while they fucking with your timeline. They're frauds. A lot of these people that especially the ones that now this newest one, it's a new one that just, and I'm not going to give too much information, but you better believe that we got our eyes on you, dear. Okay, and it ain't nobody that I deal with because I know the first thing I'm like, oh shit, y'all know it ain't y'all. It's somebody new. They've been here a while, but they knew, and literally some shit didn't hit the fan. Okay. Keep in mind when a person does breakup work on you, it can be so evil, hateful, and spiteful that you never know what might happen. It's very dangerous. You women that have been randomly running around doing this, you have placed women in danger. You have placed a lot of women in danger. You think you're doing light work. You think you're doing something that you're supposed to be doing, but you're not. Okay? All right, y'all. I gotta go. I will see y'all later. Love and light to all of you guys. It's all about trust and respect. If you don't have trust and respect, you don't have much. And I got a lot of it. I do, guys. I do regular work on that because that antitrust energy is, ooh, it's so bad. It's so bad. And it's a word, it's a spell. You know, a person can write your name on the thing and just write antitrust on it, and then you'll be wondering what the fuck is going on. Your crown chakra been done got closed off. And stop saying that people that you randomly know can't fucking do work on you. That's a damn lie. And then also you got people out there that believe that people can't destroy your life. You know what I'm saying? I think that you have to know that you know your family can fuck you up real bad. But what they can do is they can do certain things to fucking inconvenience you and to try to bother you. Okay? So when I'm out here on these YouTube streets, I am very, very careful about being on these YouTube streets. Okay, you gonna make a money bowl? That sounds like fun. Oh well, Tracy, if you need money to come and get work done, then you got it. You'll get it. Everybody that comes to me and says, Jamila, I want a reading and I want work done, I always tell them we're gonna send you the money as long as you spend it where you're supposed to. We'll send you the money and then you'll get it. You just did it. You just asked and now you're gonna receive, okay? So I will see you guys later. I am so hungry, y'all. I am so ready to eat. Oh my God. I'm about to feast. Okay, so I gotta go. Love and light. Hug your babies for me. Okay, because that's what we're here for. We are here to make sure that your children don't have to suffer through malnourishment like I did. Like I did. Okay? Because nobody should be fasting and praying right now. What the fuck are we doing that for? Is this the 1600s or this the year 2020? Okay. I will see y'all later. Love and light. Ooh, chickpeas with lemon. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds real good. Okay, guys, I'll see y'all later. Love and light.